I want to go across now, welcoming my guests on the show to discuss this, because this is serious. We're not poking jibes at Rahul Gandhi here. This is a serious issue. There is talk of Rahul Gandhi once again taking on the mantle of the Congress presidency. He's the person who leads from the front. He is the face of the party. He leads the opposition delegations to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. He is the face of the Congress. So nobody can turn around and say, he's just an MP, he's not the president, so why are you picking on him? Even within the Congress, he's considered the real de facto boss. So how can he just disappear like this again and again? Isn't this demoralizing for a party that is going from one disaster to the next? Manisha Priyam is a well-known political analyst. Tom Vadakan, spokesperson of the BJP, formerly with the Congress. Nasir Hussain is a member of parliament of the Rajya Sabha, also with the Congress. Mr. Hussain, I'd like to come to you first. You know, beyond the usual explanations, sir, beyond the usual explanations of, you know, he has his own private life, he's entitled to it, I will grant all of those things. I will grant all of those things. But the question that most people will ask is, can anyone take a politician seriously if one day he's marching up the Raisina Hill to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, you know, claiming to represent the farmers, and on the next day he's just quietly flying off on a foreign visit? Mr. Hussain?
Shiv, I am glad that you have devoted 14 minutes of your show to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. And then you're asking the same question with the BJP, and the BJP leaders are asking since yesterday night. I'm glad that the BJP, the government and a section of the media has so much of interest in Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Let us make it very, very clear that Mr. Rahul Gandhi till yesterday was there in the thick of things. He was there agitating for the farmers. He was there speaking for the farmers. His party collected over 2 crores signature from the farmers from different parts of the country. He met the President of India. He registered his protest and submitted the signatures to the President of India. And Mr. Nadda, the BJP president, had to go and dig out a video from the past and try to counter Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the farm bills.
But is this the time to go on a holiday, Mr. Hussain?
Everyone in the country, and especially you people, should understand. No, hold on. You spoke for 12 minutes. Give me two minutes at least. See, it was the Congress MPs and the Congress party which started the opposition for the farm bills in Rajya Sabha. We were all suspended. 3 of the Congress MPs were suspended. Immediately after that, Rahul Gandhi went to Punjab, Rahul Gandhi went to Haryana, to Rajasthan. There were tractor rallies. He mobilized people, he mobilized farmers.
But you've heard Rahul Gandhi's speech in 2015.
The entire Bharat Bandh campaign, we supported the farmers. Now he can go. Why can't he go? Why can't he? You forget about it.
No, nobody is saying he can't go, sir.
In 2015, and what we are telling now is the same. We said see, if you are working here in Delhi, in your home state tomorrow, if your family is unwell, if your grandmother is unwell, or somebody in your family is sick, and if it's a case of emergency, will you not go to your own native place?
Sir,
will I not go to my native place if somebody is sick in my family?
Sir,
shouldn't he go and visit his grandmother? So for a day or two, if he goes, what the hell has gone astray here in the country?
First of all,
you should be asking question to the Prime Minister of the country.
We do.
That's why the Prime Minister is not going to the Singhi border, which is just 20 kilometers away from his house.
We ask questions.
You are not asking question to the government. Are you asking the question to the government?
Mr. Hussain,
why they are not solving the crisis of the
Mr.
farmers?
Hussain, I think you may be mistaking India Today for some other riffraff channel that asks questions only to one side.
You are asking questions to the leader of a Congress party who has gone for a trip for 2-3 days not for personal reasons, but he is not on a vacation.
No, how dare he go away for personal reasons at a time when his party needs him, when the opposition needs him? I was being nice about it. Let me be even more harsh then. How dare he put his personal priorities over the country if he claims to represent the opposition?
He has not gone on a vacation.
He's gone on a vacation.
Out of the country to visit his grandmother who is unwell.
This is ludicrous. Why does he have to go on New Year's? Why does he have to go on New Year's? Why does he have to go on New Year's Day, sir?
No, this is not an occasion. You are misleading the people of this country.
No.
You
Please be
should
transparent with me.
You should be speaking about Smriti Irani against
Mr. Hussain, you're getting, you are attacking me for no reason. Let me tell you something.
There is an allegation
Mr. Hussain,
against
Mr. Hussain,
Irani. You should be speaking about her. Did you ask a question to the government whether Smriti Irani will resign from the government?
Mr. Hussain, you know me. Come on.
Whether Smriti Irani will resign from the government?
Mr. Hussain,
did your channel ask her the question?
Mr. Hussain, you're going on the offensive because you are embarrassed about your party leader. You're going on the offensive because you have nothing to defend as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned. I am aware of why you're so embarrassed. I know it's embarrassing.
Nothing to defend? What nothing to defend?
Let me tell you something. Can you give me a minute? There are other guests also. Let me tell you something.
It's an you people.
Let me tell you something.
It is an
you're getting angry, sir. You're getting angry. I am not even saying anything. Let me tell you what. I'll tell you where I stand and where our channel stands.
First time this is happening.
Mr. Hussain, Manisha Priyam and Tom Badekar are waiting patiently to get in their views also. Why don't we listen to them also, Mr. Hussain? I am saying Rahul Gandhi has every right to go on a holiday. He has every right. Nobody can stop him from going on a holiday. My simple question is this the time to go? Nobody is buying this nonsense about going on a nice New Year jaunt to visit your grandmother. We wish his grandmother well. We wish Rahul Gandhi well. I am simply saying
it is not an holiday.
I am saying it just happens to be over New Year's.
It
just happens to be over New Year's.
It is not an holiday. Don't mislead the people.
It just happens to be the wonderful little vacation time over New Year's that he's going away. Wow.
It can be. Do you think nobody will fall sick on the New Year?
Mr. Hussain,
nobody will fall sick on the New Year.
Then it's not the first time it's happened.
Hospitals will be shut up on the New Year.
I just want to say.
There's no COVID crisis in the New Year.
I think you are mistaking India Today for a couple of other riffraff channels that don't ask questions to others. We ask questions to all sides, sir. We ask questions to all sides here on India Today. You may be mistaking India Today for a couple of other riffraff channels which only ask questions of the opposition. Here, it's an important issue. We give the farmers' protests a lot of prominence here. We ask questions of the government. We've asked questions of all the powers that be. And it is because Rahul Gandhi has had a prominent place in these protests. He has taken, delegations to meet the president. One is wondering why he doesn't have the stamina, the endurance, the priorities and the commitment to stay the course and postpone these silly vacations that he keeps going on. I want to bring in Tom Badekar on. No. I'm sorry. If I was a congressman right now, I would be frustrated by Rahul Gandhi's insistence on keeping his date with his vacations every time there is a little bit of traction for the party. Not that I'm saying there is any traction, but I'm saying even when there is a little bit of attention, he just flies off on these vacations. Nobody is saying anything, sir. We all have families. I understand that. But as a public representative, you have to have a certain amount of commitment to what you are doing.
If there is an emergency, if there is an emergency in your house, you have to go back to your native.
There have been several emergencies which I have not been able to go back for this year. But I am not a public representative. That's all I'm saying. Tom Badekar, I'm asking you this question.
Most of us go. We need to go.
Mr. Hussain, come on. You know that's not what I'm saying. You know that's not what I'm saying. You know me a long time, Mr. Hussain. You know that's not what I am saying at all. Tom Badekar, it's about a public representative.
I know that. That's what
this is not the first time.
That's what I'm surprised.
This is not the first time it's happening.
If this was Tom, this is an attempt to hijack the program.
Tom, go for it.
जो दिखा रहा है हुसैन, ये वो एक फिल्म है, इसको खुंदक क्यों आता है?
So hijack farmers agitation and hijack today's program. Congress are experts in hijacking program.
His anger is part of that. He's trying to hide that embarrassment. And let me tell you that this kind of things don't work. If it was an emergency, the mother would have rushed, the daughter would have rushed. झूठ बोलने के लिए हद होता है.
Why are you bothered, Tom Badekar, what our leaders are doing? Why are you bothered about that?
झूठ बोल रहे हैं. एक राज्यसभा मेंबर है, शर्म करो, वेकेशन है, वेकेशन पर गए हुए हैं और आप बता रहे हैं पर्सनल इश्यू है. अगर वो होता
आप शर्म करो, कल तक कांग्रेस में थे, वहां जाके बैठ के आज तो लांछन लगा रहे हैं. आप शर्म करो.
नेशनल टेलीविजन पर
आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं. वेकेशन में गए करके आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
इन इंग्लिश प्लीज, इंग्लिश चैनल.
आपको झूठ क्या बोल रहे हैं? आपको क्या पता है? आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं. आप वेकेशन पे गए करके झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
दिखा रहे हो क्योंकि
आप
सच
पूछो अपनी
को
सरकार से
उजागर
कितनी बार
करने,
वहां गए थे?
सच को
सिंघू बॉर्डर
उजागर
पे जाके
करने
बात
का।
की, आप अपने
देखिए
प्राइम मिनिस्टर से
भाई,
पूछो, आप
अब
अपने
ये सब
पार्टी
Mr.
लीडर से
Hussain, let him
जाके
finish, let him
पूछो,
finish, then I'll bring
अपने
Manisha
पार्टी
Priyam also
लीडर
in.
से जाके पूछो कि सिंघू
हिंदुस्तान
बॉर्डर पे
का
गए थे,
तमाम
किसानों से बात
जनता
की,
जानते
किसानों
हैं
को बुला
ये
के बात की,
वेकेशन के
आप
बारे
अपने
में।
पार्टी
Okay,
के लीडर से
Tom,
पूछो।
you're basically
हमारे
saying
अभी
you
तक
don't buy all this stuff. You're saying it's a vacation.
जहाँ जाते
हम क्या
हैं,
पूछेंगे?
खबर
अपनी सरकार
पूरा
से पूछो।
हिंदुस्तान
अरे
को है।
आप इतना
हुसैन
बड़ा
भाई
मसला
क्यों
देश में
झूठ
है,
बोल रहे हैं?
सरकार सुलझाएगी,
क्यों झूठ
अपोजिशन
बोल रहे हैं हुसैन
सुलझाएगी।
भाई?
नहीं, आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं। आप अपनी
अरे
सरकार
हुसैन
से
भाई
पूछो।
क्यों परेशान
आपकी
हो रहे?
सरकार
पानी
गई
पी लो।
सिंघू बॉर्डर पे।
ये इतना
आपका
कुंदन भी मत
देश भर
दिखाओ।
में मसला है,
आपने
क्या सरकार
राज्यसभा दे
सुलझाएगी
दिया
या
ना, मंत्री
अपोजिशन
नहीं
सुलझाएगी?
बना रहे हैं। राज्यसभा दे दिया, बहुत कुछ
If you
दे दिया।
gentlemen give me a moment, I want to bring Dr. Manisha Priyam also in.
राज्यसभा और जान
Let's
लोगे
get
क्या
an independent
बचेगा?
view.
राज्यसभा दे दिया और क्या चाहिए आपको?
Let's not get personal here. Let's get an independent view. Dr. Manisha Priyam has been waiting patiently. Let's get her view in. Mr. Hussain, Mr. Vadekar, let's get Manisha Priyam's view in on this. Just 1 second. Give me a few seconds. Let's get an independent view on this. Manisha Priyam, this is a familiar issue that we're talking about. At a time, Mr. Hussain, 1 second. Mr. Hussain, 1 second.
मुद्दे पे क्यों जाके बातचीत नहीं कर रहे, वो पूछो।
Mr. Hussain, just 1 second.
Okay.
Can Manisha Priyam hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just getting both the political spokespersons in first. But, this is a familiar situation where we're talking about it once again, where Rahul Gandhi once again flies off. All manner of excuses are being made, to defend him. But it cannot be ignored, ma'am, that it seems like his vacations are a priority. These visits are a priority. And they always seem to be coming at the worst possible time.
No, I mean, I'm not going to question the timing or the fact that he has a right to go.
Correct.
Yes, he has a right to go.
Of
He has a
course.
right to choose the time that he wants to go. But the fact of the matter is that as a political leader, politics is done in arenas. Politics is done with the competitor in mind. The Congress party became the Congress party by fighting the British government. Now here he's got the formidable Narendra Modi led BJP as his opponent and as his enemy. And that Rahul Gandhi has never said he does not want to fight. He and his mother have both decided that they are going to be in the front. If the resignations are given, still the two of them remain at the forefront. Now, therefore, to be the principal opposition at this point of time, to be the historical legacy bearer of the most important political party in India, and to have the repository of political power in that party by their choice. Nobody else told them to become the leader of that political party.
Yeah.
Neither Rahul Gandhi nor his sister nor his mother have declined leading the Congress party. Then I think definitely even the people of India have a right to ask the question, are the leaders of the Congress party leading it well given the political challenges they have? I think the answer is something that Rahul Gandhi has to be ready to brace. This is not a BJP point of view.
Yeah.
This is a people's point of view.
Yeah.
Any democracy requires a ruling party and an opposition. It can question both the ruling party and the opposition. Now, in this debate, Rahul Gandhi is there to lose all the way. Remember also the subtle criticism that's coming all the way saying, oh, he's gone abroad, he's gone abroad. Well, he has his grandmother there, she may be unwell, these may be personal reasons. But the fact is, before leaving, did he do something stellar on the political leadership front? Did he leave his imprint? The farm crisis, for example, the farmers are in agitation. The Narendra Modi government believes that they should have passed this law, and they have passed this law. And therefore, it was for the opposition to have taken up the leadership, taken on the sound bites. So, as much as you can charge the government today of not having been able to resolve the issue, you can also charge the opposition and Mr. Rahul Gandhi especially of what he's done as a political party. Political parties, remember, are there to aggregate grievances of people, bring it back into the democratic arena, and to make claims on ruling be able to assert the will of the people in a continual manner. Ask Mr. Rahul Gandhi his questions, how fairly or how effectively he's been able to do this. And I think that's a charge on which he would be wanting as far as his performance as at least, proposing or pretending to be the leader of the opposition is concerned. So the people of India do ask him that question. The timing could be his choice. If you ask me, he has the right.
Yes.
But if you ask me the question of performance of a political party, I think we are left wanting.
Nasir Hussain, answer that, because, I think we are all unanimous. Nobody here, including on this panel, is saying he does not have a right. Even the timing, Manisha Priyam says she's not going to question that. But an important point being made here, Nasir Hussain, and I'm also saying that this is not just a BJP point of view. You can point fingers at us and say we don't question the BJP, which we do. But this is a question also of public perception. And what is Rahul Gandhi doing if not managing that perception at a time when the opposition should be trying to hold the government accountable?
Shiv, I think I partly agree with what Ms. Manisha has said. The role of the opposition, especially when there is a landslide victory to a party, the role of the opposition is very, very important. They should be on guard. They should be asserting the voice of the people. That I completely agree, that has to be there in the democracy. But I think Rahul Gandhi has effectively done that during the entire COVID crisis and the migrant worker crisis. I think he was there trying to articulate the feelings, the emotions of the people. He did give suggestions and advice to the government as to what has to be done. Whether they accepted or didn't accept it is a different thing. And also on the farm issue, as I mentioned earlier, it was on the behest of the, it was on the advice of the Congress leaders that the Congress MPs asserted and they opposed these bills in the Rajya Sabha. They got suspended. 3 of us were suspended on this issue. And after that, he went to Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. Huge tractor rallies were there. He led those rallies.
But if you're saying that he's done all these things, then doesn't going away at this time, Mr. Hussain, actually spoil all of those efforts?
Let me complete.
You're listing Rahul Gandhi's efforts, but with this one act of flying away at this time, he ruins all that work.
Shiv, give me 30 seconds. Let me complete. See, after that, this government accuses the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi of hijacking the farmers' agitation. They accuse Rahul Gandhi and Congress party of politicizing this agitation. And then now they say that where is he? Why is he not speaking for the farmers? Either you don't accuse, either you say
the
that
BJP is taunting you, and they also have a right to do that. That's different.
Or you say that he is running away.
Sir, the problem here is it's not just the BJP that's asking that. The problem is it's not just the BJP.
Accusers.
Rahul Gandhi already fights a reputational battle, sir, as far as commitment and seriousness in politics is concerned.
BJP is accusing us, Shiv. BJP is not asking us. BJP till yesterday was accusing us of hijacking and politicizing this issue.
That is
Today
politics, sir. That's not a big deal, is it?
You say either Rahul Gandhi was there and he has hijacked the issue, and then or you say that he has run away. You are thinking he has hijacked the issue.
No.
And then the next day you say that he has run away.
See,
either you
the way the BJP regards Rahul Gandhi is very much part of this, battle for perception that even the Congress has to fight. But Tom Badakan, I want to ask you this because you have the unique position of having worked in the Congress and now you're with the BJP. Does all of this seem really familiar to you? When there's just a semblance of traction on an issue, certain amount of attention being paid, some amount of impact on the ground as far as Congress activity is concerned, and then you've got the Gandhis just pushing off somewhere, specifically Rahul Gandhi.
Shiv, this has been a tradition. I was heading the media department at what stage, and a variety of issues. I was told by journalists that, what are you talking about? Mr. Rahul Gandhi is not in the country. And I used to deny it. I used to tell him, no, of course he's here. He's just been to his mother as
Okay, we've just lost that link, unfortunately. Tom, if you're back, continue.
Yeah, defending this line has been quite some time because whenever we have been telling the media, look, he is not here. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
We kept telling him that he's not, he's almost here, he's gone somewhere else, he's in the hill station somewhere in India. All that bunkum we used to tell him. But then we used to hold ground saying that, look, it's all not true. And that is a media creation. This is a standard operating techniques we used to adopt at that time. But then this has gone beyond all limits. He's got a reputation where he's raked up an issue and then he vanishes. Then you will hear a tweet coming in from the AICC at 8 o'clock, approved draft from here goes there, and he puts it under his head. And then he's asking questions, when is the vaccine coming? When are you going to address the farmers issue? Now the question is, when you answer these questions, the person should be here.
Okay.
The whole question that the country is asking
Tom,
is not about his vacation.
One final question. Asking you not as a BJP spokesperson, but as a former congressman, what would the mood be like among Congress workers, spokespersons, members when something like this happened? Obviously, the spokespersons have to defend and give excuses. But what would be the mood be like?
I'll give you time to send depression. The real language of the Congress worker and the spokesman is depression. They have seen it all. I'm not telling a lie. Even Hussain is the heart of heart. You can ask him. He's depressed. That is his anger. And that anger he's showing is nothing against me, nothing personal. But the point is, this anger is there, but then you can't say it. You have a job to do.
Last 40 seconds. Last 40 seconds to Mr. Hussain. Are you depressed and angry about Rahul Gandhi? Is what you're being asked by your former Congress colleague?
Sure. Again, nothing personal against Tom, but I am sad that in similar situations, he lied to the media and then he had to do a cover-up. What I am doing today is not lying to the media or not doing a cover-up. I am just stating the facts to the people of this country, because a section of the media and the Bharatiya Janata Party, complete leadership is, since yesterday night, they have been misleading the people of this country that he is on vacation. Point number one. Point number two is, see, the BJP should be either accusing him of hijacking the entire farmers' agitation, or they should say that he is vacating somewhere outside the country. They can't be saying both the things at the same time.
I have only 1 minute left, so I'm going to give it to Dr. Manisha Priyam. Madam, is this going to continue this way? You know, the years are going by, the months are going by. There's another election season coming up in just a few months with many big states going to the elections. Do you see Rahul Gandhi changing the way he does things? And how important is that to you?
No, I don't think Rahul Gandhi will be able to change the way he's been mismanaging the Congress party. Let me be very blunt about it. And at this point of time, the role of important leaders in the Congress party is that of the chief ministers. There are times in the Congress party when the center becomes very weak. And these are times when either it's a Mr. Gehlot, or you have Captain Amrinder Singh, or you have the Chhattisgarh chief minister. These three chief ministers have more of a public face and limelight than Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself. It will be very important for Mr. Rahul Gandhi to read the lessons of history and step down at this point of time and have more of a state level leadership come up and take precedence at the center in the Congress party. There are times when you have to step aside. He can keep talking about his family legacy, but he's not been able to perform as he should have. And therefore, I feel that this is a time when some introspection must be done by him. And if he needs to lead the party in the way he thinks, I think the best thing should be to step aside.
We'll see if that actually happens. And once again, I wanted to reiterate, nobody is going to fault Rahul Gandhi for going on a vacation. Congress says it's not a vacation. We'll grant that as well. But the fact is, he is a public representative. He's a leader of a party that's been going from disaster to disaster. It needs to be built up again. And that needs commitment. And that needs putting aside your personal life, perhaps. We'll have to see how it goes. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining me here on this discussion. Coming up next.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.